Let's see what Dale's doing now. Hey there, what you up to?
Oh, just getting some mushrooms off my shiitake logs. Some of them's little bug damaged, but they're still edible. What's bad about them, fungus gnats go crazy over mushrooms. But these shiitake logs, these are, I think, 3 years old now. And this year here so far, looks like they're doing pretty good. Bark's falling off of them. That narrow them up for the gnats. Them I'll let go a little longer.
Nice
That's
one.
a nice one there. That's perfect. Pretty nice shiitake. It tastes pretty good in a steak sub. And by the looks of it, I always slam them like that because that makes the tree, the mushroom spores, think that it just fell, and these won't. These are spores for these will be in living trees, and they'll grow after they fall down. They won't necessarily grow while they're on the tree. So this one's clear full of bugs. I'm gonna take it over to the chicken and see what they do with it. But the rest of those are going in house, and they will be on a steak sub later this week. Guaranteed. Delicious.
Did you get anything else done after everybody left today?
Oh, got the potatoes done. Cannabecks are finished. We had some left over. Somebody might have overbought, but that somebody has that problem doing that about every year with potatoes. She ain't sure what to do with it.
Nope.
Yep.
Huh?
She didn't like it.
Nope.
Interesting.
Oh. I thought she was going back for it, but
I kind of thought too she would have.
how about that one? Peck? Nope.
Nope.
She stepped on it.
That's what I think of that. That's the way I think of that mushroom. Let's walk down here and we'll show you what's going on around here. So the other evening I was going through weeding the garden, and I got 3 rows right there of cover crops. I got rye and hairy vetch and clover, crimson clover, in them 3 beds. The other 4 beds, what used to be a nice, pretty garden, as you all know that watch my channel, know that right there is driving me insane how it looks. But I started pulling weeds and thought, you know what, I'll just let the chickens in here. And so Friday morning, Good Friday, I was off on Good Friday, so I got up at 5 o'clock and moved the fence around so they could come in here, and they've been doing a pretty good job. So I'll probably let them in here. I'm not sure when I'll take them out. I'll take them out probably one night this week. I'll take them out and try to straighten my garden back out. That right here drives me nuts.
Trying to find your pathways again?
Well, but I got stakes in the ground. I know where they are. I got stakes permanent in the ground, so that's where this is. They're gonna move down there probably within the next week or 2. They'll be down there on pasture in the field. We did get 25 chickens, peeps in the mail Thursday. And I did up there, I have a chicken tractor that I built. I got another one that I got all the parts cut for one more of them. I need to make it yet, but I didn't make it at this point. We'll take you in the greenhouse, show you what we got going on in there.
Seeing some green.
Turn the fans off because it's kind of loud, but we got stuff growing out the yin yang in this place.
Now you're talking my language.
Yeah, yin yang. Wazoo is what you would have said. You wouldn't have said yin yang, but I'm not sure what either one is, but we'll figure it out. Anyhow, we have marigolds starting to look nice. They're not blooming by no means, but they're starting to look good. All our hanging baskets are definitely filling in. We'll pull them down. She went through yesterday morning, or that was this morning, yesterday morning, and picked all the blooms off. These will be, that's what they'll be.
Nice purple.
Yeah, they're pretty. They're doing really good. We did planted our last tomatoes today. The last of the seeds for tomatoes are done. We did our peppers today. We got a bunch of plants coming this week. She's been up potting stuff. See, we put them in these 4-pack. Well, not everything. Some of them's in these like this, like the beefsteaks. We got a lot of those in singles like that. And we got a bunch more. We just planted a bunch more beefsteaks today. I'm not sure what all we planted today. We planted a bunch for the auction. We planted a bunch for here. These onions they're beyond ready to be put in the garden. I was going to do that this week, but somebody decided to put the chickens in there and let them destroy it for a couple days. So that's where they are. All of these tomatoes, these are all tomatoes. They're all for the auction, every one of these. Plus these 3 trays here are for the auction. Oh, sorry, 4, I didn't see that one. These 4 here is for the auction, and each of these will make 4 of these. And all these are for the auction. We planted 2 more today for the auction. We was gonna do 4 today, and we decided not to. We decided to go to 2 instead, and we tried 2 different kinds that we've never took to the auction before, so we'll see how they do. So tomatoes we got a pile of them, and a lot of the other flowers are looking good too, even after the ones that got in the freeze when they shipped them are starting to look good. And even these here, I'm not sure what kind these are.
Cinnamon bear.
They're pretty cool looking. I'm not sure if they are a succulent, but they're really similar to one. They remind me of a succulent.
Yeah, they're a type of succulent. And here's another type of succulent we got.
These here, when they came, they was all broke up, as you can tell.
They're looking better now.
They're looking way better. Yeah, I was shocked how good some of these are starting to look. Looking really good. These here still aren't looking real well. I think, of course, we wrote these off as a total loss when they came.
A friendship plant.
Yeah, they're not doing well. I don't know that they'll ever come back. If they do, it'll be late in the season. But I think they're a house plant anyway, so it won't matter if they're late in the season or not. And we got a few house plants, snake plants, and these are pretty cool looking.
Crouton, maybe?
Sure. I'll put them on my salad, but you can plant them if you want to.
That's crouton.
Oh, sorry. These geraniums, they're looking really nice. That and there's actually starting to bud.
I'll have to go through and pinch.
Not that one.
Not that one.
These here, strawberry mints. I'm excited. We're going to plant several of these for us. I'm really excited. I love fresh mint tea in the summertime, and I can't wait to have strawberry mint tea. Can't wait. These here baskets, they're not doing the best. Let me pull one down. I'm kind of shocked how poor they're growing. They're not growing real well. They're surviving, but they're not growing like I hoped they would. We opened in 3 weeks. Mother's Day's in 5 weeks, so hopefully in 5 weeks they'll be all right. So I'm sure they'll still be good for Mother's Day.
I think now that the sun's
starting to come out more, and they're gonna, the geraniums are definitely looking good. These things here look really nice. These chicken gizzards, I believe they're called. They're neat looking. We've never done these before.
They're new.
I like the new growth, how it kind of comes out pinkish like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool looking. We got a bunch of cantaloupes and melons above. These here is one of our best sellers. A lot of these we lost. At least half of these was lost, and some of these like this one, it's still not going to amount to nothing. This one here May, this one May, but most of them we lost. We had, I think, 70. That's all we got left out of 70.
I think there's 32 or something.
These here's a new plant for us this year as well. It's I don't have a clue how you say that. You can say it.
Cobina.
Sure, easy for you to say.
It gets a really pretty flower.
They are
on
pretty.
it.
In the picture, on the tag, they're really pretty.
Yeah.
That's where the flowers are. And we got asparagus. A lot of these are going to the auction. That rhubarb is going to the auction on the...
It's on our online store.
It is on our online store if anybody wants some. For
sale.
Same with the asparagus. But the singles of asparagus, which are these things were getting so dang big. We brought them in thinking we wanted to take them to the auction. But I didn't think it was going to come out that fast, grow that good that fast. But
that thing is tall.
Yeah, I mean, and that's how they are. These are 2 years old. You couldn't harvest these for another 2 more. Well, you could harvest them next year if you put them in the ground. You could harvest them next year, but definitely the following year you'd have all the asparagus you want.
And we got singles. I think there's like 50.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of them there is.
52 or something. But that's on our online store too.
They're on our online store.
They're at great prices.
Yeah,
so.
they are at good prices. And we'll probably plant some more of these too because we love asparagus. The asparagus every year when they're like next year when they're 4 years old, you would get roughly 2 spears a week every week for like 8 weeks. Then you would quit harvesting after that. And then you just let them go to fern and let them bush out. And then in the fall, cut them to the ground and let them come back in the spring. That's how we always do it, and it works out. And you get about 2 spears a week per plant. So if you had a family of 5 and you wanted asparagus in a week, you would need, if everybody had 5 or 6 spears, you would need 15 or 20 of them plants. Then that would feed a family of 4 or 5 people. Every week you would have a meal with asparagus as a side for 8 weeks roughly. For anybody who was wanting to do the math in their head, that's about what it amounts to. If you have any questions about that stuff, ask me and I'll answer them. I don't
any
know,
questions, just ask.
I don't know everything, but I know a little bit about a lot of things. These peppers here is for our garden. Hot banana. These tomatoes is ours. Pepperoncinis, we love these. These are by far probably my favorite pepper plant. These here we got from Homestead of America. Doug and Stacy gave us a pepper while we were there, and I'm pretty sure they told us they got it from Ben Holler the year before, and they were giving them away. So we're going to do something with these. I'm not sure. We're not going to plant all of them. We're going to figure out something to do with some of these. We'll probably give some of these away to some people. Just ain't figured out how we're going to do that yet. These Fire and Ice, I'm not sure what they are. About half think these were a free pack, but I ain't positive on that.
They was.
You order so many seeds, a lot of times you'll get free ones they'll throw in. These kales, these are the ones, if you watched us planting seeds that day, I put BAC on these. And my wife thought they were bok choy, and I said, no, that stands for big ass kale because these kales get huge. But she didn't like the name, so she put the name on it.
I put the real name, 1,000 head kale on it.
These pansies, she actually started these from seeds, which most flowers like this, we don't start from seed.
Because the seed is so small.
Because they're so small. The seeds are so little. Teddy bear sunflowers, everybody loves these. These are looking really nice. We got a bunch of these in 6-packs, or if we don't yet, we will have when she up possum. That's about all we got growing on in here. Let's walk out and down in the big garden, and we'll show you what kind of mess we got down there. Right there, we had some friends of ours the other night that stopped in. Thursday, stopped for Friday pickups, actually. Yeah. And their kids, they got 2 little girls, I'm not sure how old they are, but they picked up some sticks and stuck them in the ground today, planting trees, and I just left them there. I thought it was pretty cool. We do still have some raspberry bare roots. There's not a whole lot left. I know a guy at work said he wanted some, but I'm not sure how many. He's supposed to let me know tomorrow how many he wants. So
cool.
We'll know what we've got after I get home from work tomorrow evening.
And here is the planted trees.
There's the planted trees the little girls put out.
The little girls put in.
I'm not sure how old they are. They're young. The oldest one's probably in like 2nd grade, maybe. I'm not sure.
They love playing outside.
Yeah, they do love playing outside. These are the 90 raspberries we planted in the middle of that windstorm. If you watched that video, if you didn't, I'll let a link to it below. And there's a killdeer. Has a nest in there, and right there's the bird. She's pretty protective. I'm not sure where she is now, but she just ran off as we walked over here.
I hear her.
I don't hear her. Oh, this bed here is asparagus, but it's weeds has definitely taken it over. I'm not even sure where to start. I think I'm going to wait till the asparagus comes up, and I'm going to cut cardboard and put down and get wood chips and put down over top of it. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do to take care of this bed. And we got this mess. I did get the weeds out of the walkways. I need to do it again because some of them's coming back. But when I did it, it was raining. It rained right after I did it, which kind of irked me.
Defeats it.
It does defeat the purpose of doing it. Yeah, I need to get this cleaned up and ready. I need to get compost hauled down here from up above. This here mound is full of weeds and grass, which this is the sod we got off the garden when we took the sod cutter, and we just rolled it up and put it down here in this pile. We're going to plant, we got a bunch of Egyptian walking onions in here growing now. These are perennial onions. I was going to dig some of them up and sell some this year, but I think I'm going to let them go a couple more years before I try to sell any of them. So we're going to put like squashes and watermelons and that kind of thing in this mound. I'm going to weed eat it, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. We're going to put cardboard down, and I'll probably put like wood chips and compost in this pile here and there, and plant in it, and just let it do whatever it wants. This here is some fruit trees. We lost at least one this winter. I painted all these the other night. I painted all these plus all of them behind me that we put up this spring. Actually, that was still winter when I painted them. I put bone sauce on them from Permapasture Farms. Billy's bone sauce, and I'll leave a link to it below too. That stuff keeps the deer away. That's really good stuff. Last year I painted these, and after I did, I never had any more deer even in our garden. So I'm gonna get some wooden sticks. I'm not sure how many, but I'm gonna take some of these. I got a bunch of stakes this long or longer. I'm gonna get a bunch of them. I'm gonna drive it around the field, and I'm gonna paint all of them. I don't know how many, probably every 10 or 15 feet until I run out of stakes or deer or bone sauce. Just to try to keep the deer out of here. Don't want them in my raspberries, and I definitely don't want them in the garden. Here we got potatoes. I put a video out last night on the potatoes. At that time I only had the reds in. Today, after company left for Easter, Heather helped me finish planting them. Let's walk over here and look at the trees. This here's that Allegheny nut. I'm not sure exactly what kind of nut tree it is. It says it's an Allegheny something. It's still sleeping yet. It's not wakening up at all, which is fine. This is a goji berry. I don't see no green on it yet either. Of course, it's still pretty early here for trees to turn. This here is a Chinese chestnut. It's getting buds on it, but it's not doing anything yet. Here's another Chinese chestnut, it's the same way. And I had a video when I planted these too. I'll try to find it and I'll link it below as well. This here is a peach tree that I started from seed, and it actually is starting to, I don't know if you can see them or not. This here came from my mother-in-law and father-in-law's tree, and I told her when I planted that she ain't getting none of the peaches off of it. But it's going to be a few years anyway. So.
You gotta share.
I might share.
She shared.
She did.
Ooh.
This here is a cherry tree that my beautiful wife wanted because she loves cherries. This is a Kansas sweet cherry.
Look at the green.
Oh yeah. The birds, you're gonna have to fight the birds for them because the birds love cherries.
I'll bring out the BB gun.
That's pawpaw. Yeah, right. That's pawpaw. They're really small. I started them from seed. This here is a red bud, American red bud. It's still dormant yet. I kind of thought it would have started wakening up, but not yet. Oh, look at that one. Look at that almond. This is a hardy almond tree. Hall's hardy almond. Hopefully we get almonds, not this year, but maybe in a year or two. And this year
Is that how
another,
long it takes to
it'll
get
take
almonds?
a few years. I wouldn't let it produce this year anyways. This here is another Hall's Hardy almond. I don't see it. See lots of buds on it, but nothing's starting to pop out yet. I just planted those. I'm not sure when it was. It's been a while since I planted them. So that's about all we got growing on around here right now. So that's gonna pretty much wrap this video up. So if you would, please subscribe and share this with your friends and family. So till we meet again, take care and God bless.